something in the water.
Look, in the water. Brothers, sisters, ready yourselves. Tequatl is here.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back. We're here today with Guild Wars 2 lore video, and we'll be focusing on the 6 Elder Dragons in Guild Wars 2 at this time. So first things first, this information in this video is up to date with the Head of the Snake episode of The Living World. And also, when I mention we, I mean the player's character and the events of the story currently happening. So the 6 Elder Dragons, who are they, what are they, and what do they do? So there are 6 Elder Dragons in total, all with different influences, colours, minions, and locations. And all 6 dragons are located on the continent of Tyria, not including the Deep Sea Dragon, which is actually a part of the Unending Ocean. And the Elder Dragons, they lay dormant for thousands of years, absorbing the magics of the world into themselves. And as they begin to awaken, they wreak havoc upon the world with the goal of consuming absolutely everything, ultimately leaving the world in a lower magical state. After this, they go back into hibernation and allow the magics they have consumed to seep back into the world, which ultimately allows the magics of Tyria to slowly increase, reaching a breaking point, waking the Elder Dragons again to repeat the cycle all over again. And seeing as though we've witnessed all 6 Elder Dragons awaken in the past 200 years, it can be surmised that this fate is what is in store for Tyria now. So the 6 dragons are Primordus, Jormag, Zaitan, Krakatorik, Mordramoth, and the Deep Sea Dragon. Primordus is the dragon of fire with an orange and red color scheme, leading armies of destroyer minions, and Primordus was located in mainly underground caverns. However, Primordus is now located underneath the Fire Islands as of Living World Season 3, and there's a huge build-up of destroyer minions there. Jormag, the dragon of ice with a white color scheme, leads armies of the Ice Brood, and Jormag is in the far Shiver Peaks, which is the far north of Tyria, and with his first lieutenant venturing as far south as Frostgorge Sound, where he's actually a dragon we can fight. Now Zaitan was the dragon of the death and shadow with a dark green color scheme, leading armies of the undead. During Zaitan's life, he filled his army ranks with dead soldiers of his enemies, reanimating them to fight for him. And he first did this when he awoke, rising ore from the seafloor, causing a massive tidal wave to kill thousands of shoreline inhabitants, which he used to bolster his armies by resurrecting all of these victims of the tidal wave. And Tequatl the Sunless, one of his minions, is actually fightable in the game as a world boss. Krakatorik, arguably my favourite Elder Dragon, is the Dragon of Crystal with a purple colour scheme leading armies of Branded, and Krakatorik left its mark on the world, stretching from the Iron Marches all the way down to the Crystal Desert, where it awoke from Glint's betrayal, and in an attempt to hunt her down and kill her, actually left this burn mark on the ground, and actually infected all of the things along the way, creating the Branded. He actually succeeded in killing Glint, and one of his lieutenants or minions is actually fightable in the world, as known as the Shatterer. Mordramoth, the dragon of the jungle with a lime green color scheme, leading armies of the Mordram, is now dead, and Mordramoth is the most recent of the Elder Dragons to awaken when Scarlet activated her machine at the end of Living Story Season 2, and subsequently is the most recent to die, being the focus of the Heart of Thorns expansion. Now finally, the Deep Sea Dragon with a blue color scheme. Not much is known about the Deep Sea Dragon, as most information relating to the Elder Dragons has been damaged, particularly the excerpts relating to the Deep Sea Dragon. All we know is the first letter of the Deep Sea Dragon is an S. Also, coinciding with the theorized awakening of the Deep Sea Dragon is the exodus of the Crate, which was the exodus of the Crate from their homeland in the Deep Sea Trenches, and on their trek to mainland Tyria they slaughtered any and all Quaggons they could find along the way, killing both Quaggan royal family and the Quaggan goddess Malagan. Now both Quaggan and Crate can now be found on mainland Tyria, and as of this video both Mordramoth and Zaitan have been killed, Zaitan in the Guild Wars 2 personal story, and Mordramoth in the Heart of Thorns story. This has produced imbalances in the magics of the world. Once a dragon consumes magics, it leaves a mark, signature even, upon the magics. When or if another dragon consumes this magic, they're able to manipulate the residual powers. For example, Mordramoth consumed the leftover Zaitan magics and was able to manipulate the dead and bring them back to life. Now that the history of the dragons is complete, current events regarding the Elder Dragons are: we are currently fighting both Jormag and Primordus, we are currently training a dragon of our own, Mordramoth has been killed, and Zaitan was killed 4 years ago. what do I think is going to happen next? Simply put, the heroes of Tyria will rise and kill both Primordus in the south and Jormag in the north, and with the split of Destiny's Edge 2.0, also known as Dragon's Watch, currently happening, there is bound to be the ability of this happening. However, the task doesn't seem as simple as it does on paper. Although Dragon's Watch has influential team members, with Timey doing intensive research, Ritlock being the charismatic character he is, will probably be able to rally the Char behind him, and Brahm leading the Norn to victory against Jormag would rally the Norn behind Brahm, and Logan, now the head of the pack, may actually see a full alliance among the 5 races to destroy the 2 dragons, which would be a more impactful alliance than the Pact was in any case. Okay, so that wraps up this video of the 6 Elder Dragons. Let me know in a comment below what you think of the Elder Dragons, which one do you think is the coolest one, Kralkatorrik being my favourite, and don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe and stick around for more videos because I will be going in depth into the dragons. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.